I am Dr. Pramod Reddy Kandakure. I am Chief Cardiothoracic, Aortic and Minimally Invasive Surgeon in Medicover Hospital, High Tech City, Hyderabad. I will explain today regarding minimally invasive cardiac surgery. Previously, the concept was big surgeons make big incisions. The concept has totally changed over the period of time as we know the principles and we have a better understanding of heart surgery. So presently we do many surgeries through a keyhole incision or smaller incision, which has its own advantages. The main advantages is that we keep the breastbone intact. So this is the breastbone which we keep intact, plus smaller incision we do it through the muscles. It is less painful, less chances of infection. There is no scar visible when you use your normal daily clothings, and it's especially important for unmarried girls before marriages, plus the persons who are heavy lifting weights. So as the bone is intact, he can lift any weights or he can do a job, and plus he can return to his activity as early as possible. So what are the surgeries we can do in through minimally invasive surgeries? So coming to the common surgeries is bypass surgery. It's commonly called coronary artery bypass surgery or CABG. Conventionally, we do coronary artery bypass surgery through an incision, midline incision. We cut the breastbone and we spread it, and then we do surgery. This is a conventional. It takes 4 to 5 hours to do surgery normally, but the chances of bleeding is more compared to minimally invasive surgery, plus the recovery time is more. So we started doing this surgery from the left chest. So we make an incision around 5 to 7 centimeter, and then we do a telescope inside, and then we do surgery. So this surgery is more cosmetic compared to the traditional surgery. Also, the bleeding chances are there, less chances are there, plus recovery time is less in the hospital. Even the ICU stay is less in these patients. The second surgery is valve surgery. There are commonly done surgeries are mitral valve surgery and the aortic valve surgery. So aortic valve surgery can be done through a smaller incision on the upper side, or it can be done on the right side. So it depends upon the patient's weight and the body habitus. We decide which surgery to do and which incision to prefer. So we make a little 5 centimeter upper incision, and we cut the only half of the partial of the breastbone, and the remaining bone we keep intact. And then we do this surgery. We can do valve repair surgery or valve replacement surgery through the small incision. Plus sometimes we do this surgery on the right side in a thin patients or a female patients where the body habitus or body stature is not that big, not obese patients, thin and slim patients, we can do it from the right side. So same surgery we do it minimally invasive aortic valve repair surgery, replacement surgery also can be done. The third surgery is mitral valve surgery. Mitral valve is a valve which is present at the left side of the heart. It's very important valve in the body. So we do this surgery from the right side. So we make around 5 to 7 centimeter below the breast tissue. So we go into the chest, and then we repair the valve, or if it is not repairable, we replace the valve. So these are three surgeries I have explained you. The fourth surgery is congenital heart disease. The hole in the heart, or sometimes the tube which goes to the lung is small. So these types of surgeries can also be done through the small minimally invasive surgery. So I have developed a new technique where I do all the surgeries from the right side chest or the left side chest, so without having any further incision in the groin. The previously in between, when the conventional surgery and minimally invasive surgery, what I started doing it's different. So some surgeons, they do it minimally invasive surgery, but they use any additional incision in the groin. So I don't use this any additional incision. I just do from the right side or from the left side of surgery, depending upon what surgery we do it. This especially in the kids, the surgery also is very important because the kids has to grow and the bone deformity comes if you do it from the center. So if you do it from the side, there is no bone deformity, and then the child's chest wall develops properly and the lungs also develops properly. So recently I have done some further surgeries, advanced surgeries like aortic aneurysm surgery. So I have replaced the aortic aneurysm. Aortic aneurysm is an enlargement of the tube which comes out of the heart. So if it is more than 5 centimeter, normally it is 2.5 centimeter. If it is more than 5 centimeter, it is called aneurysm, and we have to replace the tube. So I have done this surgery from just a small incision, 5 to 6 centimeter incision, making a just cutting the upper 1/3 of the breastbone and then doing this surgery. So there is another surgery called the aortic root replacement surgery. It's very complex surgery. It normally, even if we do it from the center, it takes around 6 to 7 hours to do surgery. So I have done this surgery through the minimally invasive approach. So these are the cardiac surgeries commonly can be performed through minimally invasive approaches. I do lung surgeries also I do, and then some mass in the chest also I do this surgery through minimally invasive approach. So there are some mass which is in the chest. So I put a scope inside, and then it's called a VATS, video assisted thoracoscopic surgery. So I put a scope inside and then do these types of surgery. So these surgeries are lung surgeries can be done, the mass in the chest can be done, plus if there is a pus inside or there is a air inside, it's called a bullectomy or lobectomy or excision of mediastinal mass. So these types of surgeries can be performed through video assisted thoracoscopic surgery. It requires little expert skills, and equipments also, extra equipments are required, so slightly more cost will come compared to the normal conventional surgery. So coming to this, what are the benefits for the patient? The paying little extra won't mind. So these advantages of minimally invasive surgeries are there is no bone cut. So some surgeries we cut a smaller incision, and some surgeries we do completely through telescope. So these small incisions only through the muscles, no bone is cut. It's less painful compared to the conventional surgeries. It's less chances of infection are there. There is plus the scar is not seen. So the patient's confidence level, or it boosts the confidence, and it's a boon for the unmarried girls and the young persons, even for the boys who are more physically oriented, or it gives a more confidence to them. Even if we do, even if it's a boy, if it has a more confidence that the scar is not seen. So if he goes for swimming or if he has to open the chest for some reasons or some function, so he doesn't get ashamed of showing his scar. And the persons who are employed or who are bread earning persons, they can go they can have an early recovery, and then they can go back to their normal activities. In most of the patients, they can start their activity in 2 weeks time. So these are the surgeries which are commonly done, and I advise, if you get a chance, or if you have no financial problems, if you are young, fit, not many comorbidities, so you can choose this surgery and we can perform this surgery very well. So having said that, this surgery we have to choose patients, because this surgery are not for all patients. Those patients who have very bad heart function, or those patients who are very obese, sometimes we may not able to do it, and sometimes we might have to convert it because of heart is stuck to the chest wall, or heart is stuck to the covering outside the heart, that is called pericardium. So this minimally invasive cardiac surgery and lung surgery or thoracic surgery or VATS can be performed in our center with excellent results, less painful, less chances of infection, and cosmetically is very good.